president said we would look forward to phase 4 would be infrastructure. The president's been talking about infrastructure since the campaign. Roads, bridges, broadband, especially broadband now to rural America is very important. We've talked about incentives for restaurants, sports, entertainment, because these businesses have been impacted. The president has talked multiple times about a payroll tax cut. And we've also, we're talking about, in the case of states, we've heard from the governors and the fiscal issues of the states. I think phase 4 will most likely be what we need. I think based upon what we're seeing and the reopening of the economy and the amount of money we're putting in and working with the Federal Reserve on 13.3, I think you're going to see a lot of liquidity, and we look forward to business rebounding, especially later this summer.
Just so quick to follow up, in the PPP program, is this the last tranche of money you think you're going to need for small businesses?
Again for Relief Factor, the 100% drug-free supplement with 4 key ingredients that each help your own body deal with inflammation and the pain that happens as a result of aging, exercise, or just everyday living. I struggled with lower back pain until I gave Relief Factor a try, and now I'm telling as many people as I can to order the 3-week quick start for just $19.95. The owners of Relief Factor, Pete and Seth Holbert, tell me about 70% of people who tried the 3-week quick start for $19.95 go on to order more, which is amazing. Now, it's not just me, but tens of thousands of people are taking Relief Factor every day. $19.95 is less than $1 a day to see if we can get you out of pain. And after that, about the cost of a cup of coffee a day to stay out of pain. I'm now out of pain, and it's very possible you could be too. Go to relieffactor.com or call 800-500-83.
It's almost time to welcome back songbirds and yard work and construction. Spring can get noisy, and so can we when spring storms hit. Severe storm information before, watches and conditions out during,
Power lines down.
and after. Severely damaged. Your severe weather station for every season.
Listen, be prepared.
It's News Radio 920 and 104.7 FM.
iHeartMedia knows small businesses across the country are facing new challenges during the COVID-19 pandemic. So to help, we put together the iHeartRadio Small Business Crisis Resource, which has critical information, including links to federal and state resources providing businesses with stimulus loans, grants, and other financial aid. We also shine a spotlight on small businesses doing good right now. Visit iHeart.com/smallbusiness to learn more. That's iHeart.com/smallbusiness. Because your small business is big to us.
Portions of the following program will be recorded.
We want to help with a chance at $1,000. Text the nationwide keyword couch to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard and connection rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's couch to 200-200.
Rhode Island's news, traffic, and weather station. News Radio 920 and 104.7 FM. WHJJ, Providence, and iHeartRadio station.
I'm Jim Gagliardi, News Radio 920 and 104.7 FM. Here are the top local stories that follow. 16 more people have died from COVID-19, bringing the death toll in Rhode Island to 171. 394 new cases identified, which brings the number of known cases to 5,500. Additionally, there are now 271 people hospitalized, 65 in intensive care, 43 on ventilators. Brown University offering 700 single-occupancy rooms for frontline workers as the coronavirus pandemic continues. It's for medical personnel, first responders, those who work in nursing homes, other congregate settings, or for home care agencies. Governor Raimondo says the intent is to provide clean and safe lodging for those workers who either can't or are reluctant to go home for fear of infecting family members. Governor Raimondo says she'll have a decision later this week on whether schools in Rhode Island will reopen this academic year. She says she's consulting with healthcare experts, school superintendents, parents, and business owners. The governor says it's a tough decision, acknowledges that because of COVID-19, it's currently difficult to see how hundreds of children can be safely inside the school building. Get News 24/7 on demand at newsradiori.com.
Moving forward, I'm Lisa
Sheila Sarah, Fox News. The Senate has passed a measure increasing coronavirus emergency stimulus funding by nearly $500 billion.
A voice vote in the Senate advanced more than $300 billion to the Paycheck Protection Program.
In my view, it's indefensible that Main Street small businesses and their workers had their assistance cut off for partisan leverage.
Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell blames Democrats for holding up the small business loans. Democratic leader Chuck Schumer says negotiations secured additional funding for small business relief, plus $100 billion for hospitals and coronavirus testing.
All of us want to help our small businesses, all of us. But this emergency demands we take action on many fronts.
The House is expected to take up the measure Thursday. Jared Halpern, Fox News.
A short time ago, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo met with President Trump at the White House. The two have been sparring over responsibility for getting supplies to states. At a daily press briefing, Governor Cuomo said he won't cave to pressure.
It's the when and the how, data-driven on the when, not political pressure on the when. Well, people are yelling at me. I want to open because I don't want to take the political heat. If you don't want to take the political heat, you shouldn't be in the political kitchen.
Nearly 19,000 people in New York State have died from the virus. Wall Street oil prices continue to crater, causing more damage to stock markets. The Dow lost 631, the Nasdaq minus 297, the S&P off 86. Chipotle has agreed to pay a record $25 million fine to resolve criminal charges that it served heinous food that sickened more than 1,100 people in the U.S. from 2015 through 2018. Americans listening to Fox News.
Now, here's your Storm Team 10 forecast.
As a cold front clears southern New England Tuesday night, showers and thunderstorms along with gusty winds from the south will clear off to the east. The sky clears, helping temperatures drop down into the low 30s for Wednesday morning. A gusty wind continues all day, over 30 miles an hour at times, but this time the breeze comes from the west. Temperatures will be held in the upper 40s with a partly to mostly sunny sky. I'm Storm Team 10 meteorologist Anthony McCarty on News Radio 920 and 104.7 FM.
This report is sponsored by Nature Valley Oats and Honey Crunchy Bars.
News Radio 920 and 104.7 FM. Traffic.
Here's I see for an accident, 146 northbound near Branch Avenue. Some delays there. Another accident northbound on 95 right near Jefferson.